Hey guys, welcome back. In previous lectures, we have seen how to set up SonarQube and console overview of the SonarQube. And in case if we are running SonarQube with the different database, how does it work? In this lecture, we are going to see how to integrate SonarQube with Jenkins so that whenever we run any job, it should be able to run the code quality analysis as well. For this, I have prepared list of the steps which we should follow and updated in our GitHub account. Let's go and have a look. This is my GitHub repository and I'm going to share this URL in the description of this video. And if you see here, we have a directory called SonarQube. Under this, we have a file called Integrate SonarQube with Jenkins. And here I have list of the steps which we should follow. First thing is we need a SonarQube server. Yes, I have already set up a SonarQube server. This is up and running. And the next thing, a Jenkins server. Yes, this is our Jenkins server. These two are up and running. I have launched it on AWS. You can see here Jenkins server and SonarQube. Next thing, on SonarQube, we need to generate a token which can authenticate from our Jenkins system. This authentication token we are going to use on Jenkins. And next, on Jenkins server, first thing is install SonarQube plugin. Next, configure SonarQube credentials. These credentials place we are going to use this token. Next thing, install Sonar Scanner. In our previous lectures, we were talking about that wherever we have code in that system, we need a Sonar Scanner. That is the reason we are installing it over here because we are going to run the analysis on our Jenkins system. At last, we are going to run the pipeline job to generate the code quality analysis. These are the steps we need to follow, and pipeline I have already created a file for that one and kept it in the same directory, that is SonarQube. And if I open it over here, this is the pipeline script. I just mentioned a list of the steps which we are following. In this we are going to get the code, build, at last SonarQube analysis. These steps I have copied it from the SonarQube official documentation itself. If you see Sonar Scanner for Jenkins, and here we have a Sonar Scanner for Maven. These are the steps I have copied. Anyway, I'm going to give this link in the description of this video. You can check it out to get more detailed idea. Let's go back, and I'm going back to again into our documentation. As per this one, these two steps are already completed. Next thing is we need to generate a SonarQube token. For that, let's jump into our SonarQube server. Here we need to generate a token. We can generate a token for a project. So for that, add a project, or you can choose here also add a project. Either way is fine. So I'm choosing this one. And while adding our project, we can integrate this one with the version control systems, or else we can choose the manual way. For now, I'm going to use the manual way, and we need to provide a key name over here. So here we need to provide a key name and a display name. I have given demo app project as a key name as well as display name. Next, setup. And here also we need to provide token name. I'm going to give the same name and generate. This has generated a token. This is the token which we are going to use in our Jenkins. Now let's go back to our Jenkins server. Here we need to install plugin. That is what we need to do as per the documentation. So we have completed this step. Now on Jenkins server, install SonarQube plugin. Let's go to Jenkins server, and to install plugins, go to Manage Jenkins, Manage Plugins, and Available. Now let's search for SonarQube. Okay, here you can see SonarQube Scanner. This is the one we should install. Install without restart. Installation is successful. Now let's go back, and the next step is configure SonarQube credentials. And for that, manage Jenkins, manage credentials. Here we need to add credentials, that is under Jenkins. Then global credentials. Here we need to add credentials. Now the credential type what we are having is a key, right? So this is the token, and we don't have username or password. That is the reason we need to go with the secret text. Let's choose this one, and the secret text which we are going to copy now, and I'm going to name it as a SonarQube token. So ID and description I have given as a SonarQube token. Okay, to add the credentials. Now let's go back to dashboard. Next thing is we need to add our SonarQube to Jenkins. I missed that step to add over here. I will add it. So let's go back to manage Jenkins and configure system. We should go here to add our SonarQube with the Jenkins. And if you scroll down over here, if you see here we have a SonarQube server. Here we need to enable this checkbox environment variable. It should be available for the build environments. Then add SonarQube. Here we should provide the name. I'm going to give SonarQube 8.9. Okay, 8.9.2. Let's take the detailed version. That is the version which we are using here. You can see here version 8.9.2. So it's easy to identify. And URL of our SonarQube server. So this is the IP address, and be careful while using the public IP because it will be keep on changing whenever you reboot your system. That's the reason in real world we will be using only private IP addresses. Next thing, authentication. We have already added our token. With this token, it can authenticate to our SonarQube server. That's it. Now apply and save. And one last thing what we need to do is install Sonar Scanner. This installation we can do in the CLI of this Jenkins. Nothing but log into the Jenkins with the SSH and we can install it over there. Or else another option is manage Jenkins, global tool configuration. And if we scroll down over here, you can see SonarQube Scanner. Add SonarQube Scanner. Here we can choose install automatically. And I'm going to name it as a SonarQube Scanner 4.6.2. Okay, so this is another way. It is automatically installs this version on our Jenkins. Apply and save. That's it. We are ready to run our job with the SonarQube analysis or code quality analysis. For that, let's go and create a new item. Here I'm going to name it as a SonarQube pipeline, and this is a pipeline job, and OK. And nothing to do over here. Anyway, we have pipeline script. Let's copy that one. We need to do minor changes to our code according to our configurations. Let me copy it. Just click on raw and take it, then copy it. Here, if you see, first thing is we are going to run on any agent. Anyway, we don't have the slave systems. That's the reason it will run over here. Next thing, path of our Apache Maven. I have installed my Apache Maven under this path. That is the reason I have mentioned it over here. Okay, if this location is vary for your environment, you need to change it. I will just show you. So this is my Jenkins server. If I run mbn version, okay, you can see here this is maven home /bin. Same thing I have provided over there, right? So /opt and Apache Maven path /bin. Let me increase font a little bit. Next thing, get code. This is the code I'm going to use it. That is Java login app. Next thing, we are going to build the code, and to build the code we are going to use a command called mvn clean package, and this mvn look for in this path. In case in this path Maven is not available, this build step is going to fail. At last, SonarQube analysis. For this we can define the Sonar Scanner. Anyway, if we are installing automatically, we can disable this option. If we want to enable, we can enable, and we need to provide the name what we have given in the global tool configuration. But I am just disabled it. And the next step, we are going to use the SonarQube env, that is SonarQube 8.9.2 we have given. This should be matched to our Jenkins system configuration. At last, we are going to run the maven sonar.sonar. This is the goal we are executing. That's it. Apply and save it. Let me bring it to normal size and build now. Once we build this, it is going to build our code, then it is going to communicate with our SonarQube and generate the reports over there. So first thing, clone is successful, then build is happening. If we want to see the things what is going on, we can just see the console output. Build is successful. Now you can see Sonar goal is running. Okay, our build is successful, and if we see here analysis successful, it has been successfully analyzed our code, and we can open this one by going here, or else we can open it from here itself. Okay, here you can see the report, or else let me open it in the new window. Same thing you can see. This is the report, and the overall report is passed. Okay, here also you can see it is passed. So it has 15 bugs, 0 vulnerabilities, and hotspots, code smells, and few other options. Let's open this one for more detailed information. You can see here, this is overall code. These are the bugs, these are the security hotspots, and few other things. And usually this is accessed by the developers and they can review their code over here. Nothing but how many bugs they got and what are those bugs. So these are the bugs which are generated. Next one, if you click on this one, it will give the more detailed where this bug occurred and some recommendations also we are going to get. So this is how we can able to find it. Again, if I go to overview, and if you want to see the all the issues, you can click over here. Here it will list out the all the issues. Next thing, if I go to overall, and or else if I go to dashboard, next thing, how does it generated this report? Next thing, how does it identify the bugs? It is based on the rules. Okay, here we have the list of the rules, right? So for Java, we have the list of the rules. In these rules are applicable by using the quality profiles. I mean to say, for Java, we have a quality profile called SonarWave. These rules are applied on our code, and among these rules, whatever issues it feels, those are triggered over here. And we can change these quality profiles with the more rules as well. If you see, we have 600 plus Java rules, but 452 are applicable. What I will do, I'm going to create a new quality profile. For that, create. I'm going to name it as a test profile for this. This is for Java, and create it. While creating, I'm going to activate all the rules which are applicable for Java. For that, go to the bulk change option. Here, I'm adding all the rules which are applicable for Java to the test profile. I hope except 6 remaining all are going to get added to this one. Yes, 633 has been added anyway. Now, I'm going to run the same code by applying the new profile. For that, I can make it as a default, set it as a default, and you can see the minor changes in this analysis report. I think the bugs could be same, but we can see some of the changes to the current analysis. Okay, just to remember that what we are having here, we have 38 code smells and 5 security hotspots. Now let's run this job once again. Build now, and let me open it. All right, build is successful. If we scroll down little bit, somewhere we can see the what and all quality profiles are applicable over here. You can see here quality profile for Java test profile. This has been applied. And if we go and check in the previous build, I missed to show you. There it should be definitely SonarWave. Okay, if I go to the end and if I scroll little bit up, yeah, you can see here quality profile SonarWave. Now let's go back to our SonarQube, and if I click on the again SonarQube, and you can see here 95 code smells, bugs is 15 only, but vulnerabilities are 3. Earlier there were no vulnerabilities. And if I click on over here, here it is saying that you haven't done the any new code to this one. But if I go to the overall, these are the 3 vulnerabilities, 6 security hotspots, 95 code smells. So it has done the more detailed analysis. This is how we are going to use the quality profiles. Similar way, we can use the quality gates. Here we can change these values according to the project necessity, according to the project necessity, and we can apply these quality gates. According to that, it is going to calculate the bugs, vulnerabilities, and if these bugs or vulnerabilities are below to threshold value, it is going to make it as a failed. Alright, that is how we can integrate SonarQube with the Jenkins and run the code quality analysis reports. Alright, hope you found this video valuable. Thank you. See you in the next video.